Reading scripts is definitely one of the best bits of my job. And I offer this as a service for people who want to have the take of an executive producer, not for people who are looking for writing feedback. I am not a writer. There are better people for that. But from the perspective of an executive producer who is thinking social first and thinking practically about making films, if that sounds interesting, you find the link for that in my bio. But I want to talk a little bit about one of these scripts that I read recently from a film insider, Chris Graves. The script is called Alone Girl. And the thing that I loved about this script is that it is exactly the kind of story that Hollywood is afraid to tell. It is about women, first of all, predominantly about women. It is predominantly about a mature look at relationships and potentially choosing whether you need a relationship or not to be happy. It's sort of a coming of age story, but but not for teenagers, not for kids. It's a really interesting and deep take based on the philosophy of relationships, but beautifully written, beautifully put together, lovingly crafted with a tip of the cap to some very classic rom-coms, to some very classic comedies, with a lovely through line of tongue-in-cheek about the state of comedy in the TV and film industry. And with the attention that this script is getting, I would not be surprised if you don't see this film in the next few years. I loved it. I think you should go and follow Chris, because not only does Chris put out amazing work on Instagram and TikTok that is thoughtful and robust and like just full of great advice, but also one of the nicest human beings that I've had the pleasure of interacting with. Right, this is something that I reserve for a very few people, but occasionally you just meet someone, you're like, oh, you're a lovely human, and I really appreciate that about Chris and about people that I see that in. So yeah, Chris is tagged. Go follow. Look out for this. Look out for this script. And I'm gonna let you pause on the log line here because it is phenomenal. Go and follow.